entire prelims. This monster is one that a lot of people have overlooked because over time, it's become labeled as the worst monster in the family, at least in the eyes of the people. Now people other than the water lab boss have a reason to fear him. Chia has been generating a lot of discussion in the community. People are calling him incredible, others are saying you should stop picking him, and some are saying that he's only good in the pick ban phase. And low-key, I agree with some of those people. But I think we've seen that if you know when to pick him, specifically as long as it's not within like the first 3 picks of a pick ban phase, then you've got yourself either a force ban or a W in the bag. Put it in! Okay, but that's enough of the preamble. Let's talk about his skills. Skill 1 is just damage with a dot if you crit. Plain and simple. It's so funny. You can tell that Chia is from a different era of Summoner's War entirely because like each one of his skills doesn't need to appear in the new fiction section of like Barnes and freaking Noble. Like I'm pretty sure Odin's passive is still on the Times bestseller list. His skill 2 is Justice, and it ignores buffs that would reduce damage. Things like Chandra's Hug, for example, or the invincibility on Shiho. Also, the damage increases as your allies drop. Flow is his passive. It makes him immune to heal block, and he heals for 15% of his health at the start of his turn. It also makes his damage scale with his current HP, so that's helpful. But the best part of his passive is that he auto-cleanses 2 debuffs at the start of his turn. That makes him incredible against extremely potent monsters like Giana, because if you don't have a way to detonate the bomb, then it's not gonna go off. Unless he has a lot of debuffs on him. But like, what are the odds of that?
Big Chia all alone with a really buffed up Justice ability here.
In the Japan Open qualifier alone, Chia was picked 4 times and he was only banned once. And sometimes like when Les picked him in the China qualifier, he is a force ban. Other times though, he could be picked a little bit too early on and he could be the reason why you lost the game. Here's the thing though, when folks say that Chia is best in the draft, they kind of have a point. In-game results may vary. He's a unit that demands a lot of stats. There's really nothing beyond accuracy and res that he doesn't want. He wants everything. He needs HP and defense so he doesn't get taken down. He needs all of the damage stats so he can do what he's supposed to do. And he needs speed because he has no built-in cycling. But when he's built well, you can feel it because he's either been banned or he's winning you the game. And he's hard to get rid of because he's tanky and he heals himself. If you're looking to rune up a Chia of your own, you may want to investigate runing him on Violent and Nemesis, specifically speed, crit damage, HP on your 2, 4, and 6 slots, unless you really want to go deep. I don't know how else to phrase that. You could go speed, crit damage, attack, but you're crazy if you do that. That's wild. I wouldn't do that. Just remember that he's really a stat-hungry monster. It's gonna take a lot to rune him, and you know, these guys that we're watching, this is an SWC Monster Spotlight. These guys are at the tippity top of RTA. So when I say your results may vary, and I mean it. But the Nemesis runes are a really nice touch, so that way as people are hitting Chia, he's inadvertently getting turns from it. And like to a certain extent, you don't totally care if he has debuffs on him because he's just gonna cleanse him at the start of his turn. Well, at least 2 of them. I mean, what are the odds he's gonna have more? So what do you think? Let's use the comments as a place to vote. Is he the best last pick of SWC? Or do folks just need to stop picking the guy? There's no in between. Divisive answers only. All right, thanks for watching. Later.
Look, I was about to ramble for like 5 minutes. I had 3 cups of coffee and a vitamin D gummy. So instead, Michael's just gonna cut all that and then we're gonna get to the point, which is
one last pick has risen above the rest and become the most, I'll use the word memorable, last pick over the course of the entire prelims. This monster is one that a lot of people have overlooked because over time, it's become labeled as the worst monster in the family, at least in the eyes of the people. Now people other than the water lab boss have a reason to fear him. Chia has been generating a lot of discussion in the community. People are calling him incredible. Others are saying you should stop picking him. And some are saying that he's only good in the pick ban phase. And low-key, I agree with some of those people. But I think we've seen that if you know when to pick him, specifically as long as it's not within like the first 3 picks of a pick ban phase, then you've got yourself either a force ban or a W in the bag. Put it in! Okay, but that's enough of the preamble. Let's talk about his skills. Skill 1 is just damage with a dot if you crit. Plain and simple. It's so funny. You can tell that Chia is from a different era of Summoner's War entirely because like each one of his skills doesn't need to appear in the new fiction section of like Barnes and freaking Noble. Like, I'm pretty sure Odin's passive is still on the Times bestseller list. His skill 2 is Justice, and it ignores buffs that would reduce damage. Things like Chandra's Hug, for example, or the invincibility on Shiho. Also, the damage increases as your allies drop. Flow is his passive. It makes him immune to heal block, and he heals for 15% of his health at the start of his turn. It also makes his damage scale with his current HP, so that's helpful. But the best part of his passive is that he auto-cleanses 2 debuffs at the start of his turn. That makes him incredible against extremely potent monsters like Giana, because if you don't have a way to detonate the bomb, then it's not going to go off. Unless he has a lot of debuffs on him. But like, what are the odds of that?
Big Chow all alone with a really buffed up Justice ability here.
In the Japan Open qualifier alone, Chow was picked 4 times and he was only banned once. And sometimes, like when Les picked him in the China qualifier, he is a forced ban. Other times though, he could be picked a little bit too early on and he could be the reason why you lost the game. Here's the thing though, when folks say that Chow is best in the draft, they kind of have a point. In-game results may vary. He's a unit that demands a lot of stats. There's really nothing beyond accuracy and res that he doesn't want. He wants everything. He needs HP. Hello everyone and welcome back to Summoner's War. My name is Come to Us Evan and with me today, it is Seppi, Stoic, and Thompsin. How are y'all doing today? Let's start with Seppi for the answer so we don't talk over each other.
Extremely happy to be with the 3 of you here to see some amazing games and then have some fun with 2v2.
I couldn't agree more. Stoic, how you doing, man?
I am doing all right. I am still trying to survive from jet lag. Last night, I actually didn't sleep at all. I stayed in the darkness from like 2 a.m. to about 5 a.m. And then I realized that it was like 6:30, so I just got up out of bed and I didn't sleep one bit.
Oh my God. So you're operating on like 0 sleep today. I'm so sorry. No, it's been similar for me too.
Like a 2-hour nap, and that's like what I'm like operating on.
I'm just on like a weird sleep schedule, but otherwise I've been doing okay. Thompsin, how are you doing?
I've been doing great, man. I sleep like freaking 12 hours a day.
He's sleeping better.
I love the contrast. So based on this information, if we're playing 2v2, I will play with Thompsin because you haven't slept, Stoic, so you probably won't know what to do.
And I'll carry a Stoic. Don't worry. Thompson and I are probably sleeping better because the wait of SWC is now over. It's all done. SWC2024 World Finals concluded in Tokyo just last weekend in the longest broadcast of SWC history. And so today we figured we'd do a review of the World Finals. I've already got the games queued up. We'll open it up as soon as we say hello to folks in chat. I see Studiger. What's going on? I think I'm slurring Stu Tiger. What's up, Stu Tiger? Schlamdow, welcome. Guess I'm Jacob. Good to see y'all. Philia do no son of Philia do what? What now? What's going on, guys?
It's not a bad word. You're good. You can read it all.
I'm always careful. Philia da nuvi. Salve. Salve no chat. Nice.
If it starts, if it's filia da and then the next letter is a P, you don't say
That's
it.
bad.
That's the rule.
That's when we stop.
If the next letter is P,
that's okay. M
yeah,
and N
that's
totally in limits, right?
And then P, nope.
No. Oh my God, Lori, congrats on the Seimei, by the way. That's one of Stoic's favorite monsters.
It is.
That's awesome. Okay, so without further ado, we've got a lot to cover today, and we want to get to some 2v2 later on. So let me bring up the finals. Boom, we got it right here, and we're starting off in the semis with Neff versus Kellyan Bao. Are we doing spoilers, by the way?
I think you can spoil. People have watched it, but
okay. So
yeah, you know what? They deserve to get. If you didn't watch it, you deserve to get spoiled.
Yeah, I agree. So ultimately, Kellyan Bao does win this match, and then he goes on to win the finals in a very striking fashion. To be honest, the dude made it look easy on the way up, I would say.
I wouldn't say that because at the beginning, Neff should have won the first game, but his there was shield runes, and his Triton was not on double Nem Will. It was on just Swift Nemesis.
Oh yes.
But then that would have been a free win, right? And then he won one game, so it would at least been 2-2.
You made that call during the cast, Thompson, and I think that was a really good observation. So we're gonna see this live. So for folks again who might have not heard it, I'll just kind of repeat that one more time. So what you're about to see, Neff would have gotten a potentially different result, or at least his plan would have gotten off to a better start if he had a second set of Nemesis runes. And that's what we're saying did not happen. So I'll let the beginning play out.
Yeah, real quick, pause this area. Like, I just want to say, like, units like Ethna and Triton, they're really good against like all LD units, like all LD teams.
Interesting. Why is that, Thompson?
Because like Ethna,
Basically-
like, because they don't glance right on these LD units. The
Yeah.
Ethna just gets like they're so fast. Ethna and Triton, they're just like really good against like all LD teams. But
And
if
so-
you put like a fire unit on the other side, then your Triton's in trouble. Or you put one Masha, and then the Triton's like, oh shit, what do I do, right? Also,
and-
like with Ethna, same thing.
And is this what you're talking about here? You see increased attack bar on Triton, but it puts him to what looks like 100%, right? And it is probably 100%, but he's last
But
in
this
the
also
queue.
tells you, like, we can't just knock on Killian Bao, because if Killian Bao has kind of like a Sierra Giana at my speed, which is like plus 190, then like Killian Bao would have got cut by the Triton. But Killian Bao's Giana is plus 230. So then like even after the Wunsa move, the Triton didn't cut enough.
Oh my, yeah, see, I think that was a really solid observation. Hola Nobu! What's going on, Nobu Koto? Welcome to the chat, dude.
Hey, Nobu. How we doing, Nobu?
¿Cómo está? Zachbot,
Oh,
what's going on? Oh, easy game. Just have multiple 240 Swift sets. Oh, dude, why haven't I
Well-
tried that?
another thing that I was gonna say to your point, Thompson, about like shield runes. Whenever someone picks a Miles and you pick a Wunsa, you know that the team's gonna be on shield, which is pretty bad. Like I generally play, if I'm playing turn 1, fully off will, so Wunsa is not the problem. But like you said, in this case, you needed either Nem or something else to counter because the shield runes were already there. So yeah.
Very
Yeah,
well said.
here's the funny thing. Actually, in hindsight, Neff has another unit that's like really fast that does a lot. But because like Giana's so OP, like he could have played a Nemtech Mookwall, but then Mookwall wouldn't do anything against Giana as well, because Giana is just so good in the meta right now. Just AoE stuns again and strips. So Triton was a good pick, except the execution wasn't there, but the strategy was good.
And that's a very good acknowledgement, because I think Neff played very well. Like he actually put up an excellent fight, and he did get a win, and the win that he got was pretty awesome. He also got to showcase the king of the Europe Cup, the Meiho Wang, which we really appreciated seeing. That was really fun. Stoic, you looked like you had something to say. You looked like you were contemplating a second ago.
No, just listening for this one.
Awesome. Yeah, and we were talking about Giana being OP. Thompson, you kind of gone on record on stream actually saying that Giana is probably like the #1 LD. Do you still think that's the case?
Giana, along with like the speed leads and the runes Killian Bao has, is really enhanced by Killian Bao. A lot of times he could just like run a lot of his team really easily with Veronica and Giana.
In
So,
the
but then like
Veronica,
Neff should have
it's hard.
these strategies. Neff should have won the first game. Like it's really hard to lose the first game when you have that type of strategy, but just the execution didn't fall through. So now he's down 1. But if he's up 1-0, then it could have been anyone's game. So I actually felt like this was a really close match.
Yeah, and it hurts too. The psychological damage is there. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, by the way. Show Ally, thank you so much. Thank you for hanging on stream with us today and going through the World Finals. So Seppi, what do you think of the draft that Neff is presenting here?
I like the draft. There's something interesting that I wanted to raise and kind of ask to the three of you that saw it live there. We're talking a lot about the LDs, right? Like how strong Giana is, probably the best unit in the game right now. Veronica is super strong, high base speed on Wunsa. But there was one unit that was very comfortable for Killian Bao to make that whole strategy work, and it was the first pick of Ciara. Being a speed lead, being very versatile, comboing super well. And we didn't see a lot of players trying to steal that away from him, right? So what do you guys think of that? Do you think it would have been, relevant at all, or no, it wouldn't have changed anything?
I feel like you're super correct on that, because not a soul contested the Ciara. It always felt like Killian Bao got Ciara, and like you can kind of just guess. But all right, in a way, when like I'm gonna think of myself for a second, like on the ladder, when I see someone first pick a Ciara, I'm like, okay, the potential of getting like a Giana team, and I'm already like brewing my counter out there. Like I don't worry about people getting a Ciara, because it's nice to know, and it's nice to predict the rest of the draft. So I guess it comes down to like, we saw a different angle from Killian Bao, because like no matter what, he was first picking Ciara over and over and over, and Ciara turned into like Giana Veronica control stuff with Han, and then for this one, for instance, you know, we saw the Ciara as a first pick, but we got the Kavachi, Veronica, Dominic out of nowhere, and then like Laura. So like we saw like two different pivots from Ciara coming from Killian Bao. But I do think you are right. It was weird to see such a priority pick for Killian Bao, and it was not contested whatsoever.
Okay, let me say this. I don't, in my opinion, right, for Killian Bao to make an Exodia comp, he needs double AoE strip, he needs double damage dealer, and like setup unit, whatever he goes, like maybe a unit to outspeed the other team. You know, so you need 2 speed leads and then 2 AoE strips. If you don't bring AoE strip, you could go Kavachi and Dominic, and then that's kind of like a one-shot in the zone. What I'm trying to say is like, if you don't ban out the damage, because like he had 2 redundant damage dealer and 2 redundant speed lead, it's okay that you don't ban out the Sierra, but you still get a 30 speed lead in Han. So like the Sierra and Han is kind of redundant. That's why it wasn't banned. But I would like to see people try to counter the Sierra a little bit more, like bring in a Sonya or something, because like Killian Bao was fighting at such a high speed. And a little interaction that's kind of cool is that like if you have 2 speed leads and a Sonya, and the opponent has like Veronica, you could just like hope the Veronica glances you because of Sonya passive, or just like hope like Sonya sack you sack a Sonya, you know, you sack the Sonya player.
Yeah, you sound like Obabo. So, or you have a very fast Sonya that just outspeeds, right? That's a good strategy. I really like that.
It's not out of the realm to have the Sonya outspeed the Veronica, because Veronica's like 105 and Sonya's like plus 119, right? So,
yeah.
We're also talking about SWC players here, so like the quality is, you know, astronomical compared to
exactly.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the Sonya take, Thompson, and I think that's something that we covered during the broadcast, right? Like you, me, and Stoic, we kind of had that moment where we were like, where has the snipe been today?
Just saying, like the reason why Sierra wasn't banned was because like it's a slower speed lead. And
I didn't mean by the way, I didn't mean banning the Ciara. I meant taking it away, someone else picking it, not banning. That just to
clarify.
I didn't mean.
But then 100%, if you take away the Sierra, the Oliver's coming. So you're gonna have to deal with like infinite attack bar pushback, resets, and a 33 speed lead. You know, so it's kind of like you gotta play this game like, what do I want to do? You know?
Yeah, I think
go on.
I was just gonna say the other problem with Killian Bao is we're talking all about these units that kind of guarantee turn 1 for him, and we haven't even mentioned Berghild on top of it. So if you go CC and then he's like just slaps the Berghild on your face, you're just like, oh my god. So it's so many tools, and I think he picked them very accurately. He like shifted the strategy. He wasn't like super comfortable just like in every match doing the same thing. I think against Neff, he picked the Ciara Berghild and like Veronica in one of the matches, if I'm not mistaken. But
he has a good like solid Exodia comp. Double damage dealer, double speed lead, and double AoE strip. That's not really scared of Hagang, right? Because like Veronica just ignores Hagang. But then like if you really try to outspeed him with like Arsonia or Ethna, he has the Berghild in the back pocket. So it's like kind of really hard to draft against him. But there's always a pre-ban, and you can always ban out the Berghild, so we kind of have to go from there.
Yeah, I forget.
I think Stoic was gonna.
Deployed. Oh, go ahead, Stoic.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna respond to what Evan had said before. Like, where was all the snipe comps? You know, the high damage, the Sonyas, the Frederikas, and you know, stuff like that. I do think when it comes to like these tournament things, those are like high risk, high reward kind of situations where it's like, imagine taking a Sonya, finding out something's you know, anti-Sonya, or taking Frederica to find out your Frederica is not going to kill, or like not even getting the shot off, because we know Frederica's there to deal damage and it can be killed easily depending on what your opponent has. But I was kind of like in that similar boat where it's just like we saw this stuff in previous tournaments, but maybe not on the SWC platform for champions for like our final, because high risk, high reward, and I feel like they just didn't want to take the risk, and that's why we saw things that are a little bit more consistent, Smicers, Fire Monkey Kings, and then just like comboing off with I guess as as like high risk as we saw was like a Han, maybe, right? I think that's like the only one-shotty kind of thing that we saw, but that was used in synchronization with the rest of the draft at the same time.
You're definitely right. It's high variance, right? And sometimes you don't want to introduce that into it. I think the reason why we started talking about it at the caster desk was because we kind of saw this repeated pattern of people pulling up at a pick ban phase, and they try outspeed. And they're like, okay, I can't outspeed him. We're going to try to just take it slow then. Okay, I can't. Taking it slow didn't work either. There's always like a third path. You know what I mean? And so it's like, or at least a third attempt. And so I think that's when we started talking about like, okay, what if somebody tried to Sonya the Ciara? We know it's strong, we know it's fast. It's probably not Sonya proof. So like, you know, because a lot of things are.
Hey,
I think, Stoic brought up a good point because like the Sonya, the Sonya deals more damage based on how fast you are, and we know like his Ciara is like, you know, plus 190 on violent at least. There could be a lot of minus win. But you have to find a way to contest the speed somehow against Killian Bao. You know, you can't just let him like outspeed you every turn and get his combo in. You know, it's just like, okay, it's Sheer Veronica Giana, your turn. You know, like Berghild Sierra Giana, your turn. You know, you can't just let him do that thing all the time, right? You're like, okay, well this time I'm gonna try to outspeed you or pick something. You know.
Yeah, I do think that Stoic hit the nail on the head, though. Evan, just one thing is, I was watching a video of Obabo playing Killian Bao in the ladder multiple times, and in one of those matches, and Obabo has a very fast Sonya, very well ruined. He tried killing, it wasn't the Ciara though, he tried killing the Giana and didn't kill it, right? Like, didn't one-shot it. And he's just like, okay, like...
It's like, what am I supposed to do then?
I'll tell you guys this, as a Giana user, all Gianas are Sonya proof. As a Giana user, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Like it wasn't that it had too much defense, right? It still dealt the damage, but it had like 10% left. And what Stoic said is a good point because Killian Bao was picking a lot of Dominic, which surprised me. But Dominic is one of those units that deals a lot of damage, but is also tanky. So it's not like Sonya and Federica that it's like, oh, if I don't kill, I get killed next turn. So his Dominic, even in one of the matches, like I think hit maybe it's the one that we're gonna watch right now, or did we already watch it?
Maybe. Let me skip. Yeah, it might be this one.
And it hits the Oliver, procs, and it kills the Oliver. So it's like very high volatility, high damage, but still can take some, you know, punishment.
I love that. Oh, Salvi Fua.
Another reason why this one was a close game, if the Dominic didn't proc, Neff could have won this game as well. So it's like, it was like, it could have been 2-1. It could have been 2-1 Neff. And then Neff could have just easily won this one if the Dominic didn't proc.
Yeah, let's watch this through. I love what you said there too, Seppi, because like Dom is one of those monsters where it's like you can ruin it all tank, baby. Like, you know, there are some units out there where it's like they demand everything. You know, like I think Chow is one of those monsters. Not a super great comparison as far as what they're trying to do, but I think for the sake of a stat comparison in terms of demanding, I think it's fitting. Chow wants everything except for accuracy and res. He wants all the damages, he wants tank, he wants everything. Dom just cares about attack and tank. Like that's all you really need. Like you can ruin him on high HP, high defense, whatever you want, and just get attack in the subs. It's like you're chilling. So I love that you said that because it also works really well with the Kovarchi's attack buff. It's such a cool idea to kind of
you also ruin him on 0 crit, and he has no fear of taking a Dominic in the ragdoll.
Exactly. 0 crit, and you put him in situations like this, which I think is the optimal way to ruin a Dom, by the way. Like no crit, you don't need crit damage where we're going. That third hit doesn't care about that.
Yeah, I agree with Thompson. This match could have been so close if it wasn't for that proc. I really like the picks that he put out there. The Fire Monkey King was very strong in here, but kind of like the rune quality also in Killian Bao. Like you see some of the punishment that the units take, and like they take a little bit longer to die, and sometimes all you need is an extra turn, and like the death break from Berghild this game like goes a long way because he manages to land it on like multiple units that little by little just like go away.
Yeah. This also tells you in Summoner's War world, like there could be a lot of like anxiety and like stage fright and stuff like that. Just picking like a Sierra, which doesn't have an element, a Veronica, which doesn't have an element, a Berghild, which doesn't have an element, a Giana that doesn't have an element, a Han that doesn't have an element. Just sitting comfortably and just picking those units is a lot easier than just like, oh shoot, I gotta go like Chandra, Vela, Cigar, and then maybe I go Hey Gang and like pick all these elemental units. like there's only like 5 people in the world I could count out. Zazas, Lest, Raigeki, like people with the type of brain that could like, withstand that kind of pressure. But if you're not like, if you're just, like he got the right idea coming about, just chill.
I agree.
He was able to dodge the elemental attribute problem. And so that wraps up the first game we're going to cover, Kellyanne Bao versus Neff. I think the next one we wanted to look at was Lest versus Ismoo. Because this was also a really cool game. So Stoic, this was kind of like historical because I don't think we'd ever had this many reps from the EU side, from the EU region, make it this far into the tournament before.
Nope, this is definitely the first time we saw that many blue shirts in the semifinal. Like that was definitely a massive feat for our European region. Also, like we had 2 blue shirts push our 2-time SWC champion all the way to a game 5 and made that man sweat. And we haven't seen something like that in a very long time.
Yeah, no, actually, like Seppi, for real, they made him really work to get to the finals.
Yeah, I agree. And if, by the way, if Nobu's still in chat, he called before everything, like when we're in the prelims, he said, Ismoo's very strong this year. He's going to the World Finals. He called it. He had him all.
Nobu called that
events.
early?
Yeah, Nobu called it super early.
Oh,
and I was surprised, actually, because we're very used to kind of like Ismoo playing, turn 2 reactive. And I felt like this year he had like a suite of strategies. Even in the first game that he just goes, Yonhong, Etna, super turn 1 aggressive. So he brought a bunch of other things to the table, which took him very, very deep. He was drafting very consistently.
I think the match before, like, EU strong because like you hear them say this about America's Cup, how like America players, you don't even need to be like ranked 100 or 200 to make it to America's Cup. But then like the EU players, you need to be at least ranked 50, ranked 30 or above to make it. And then to be like battle tested, they're really good. Like they have to go through players like Obabo, Pink Droid, and stuff like that. So I think the harder match for them is actually in the preliminaries than actually the World Final.
Yeah, exactly. ASAP, use command new survey, Pruenketch. Try that, or yeah, give that a try for the Nketch. And also, Thompson, there was something I wanted to bring up too. I think Lest kind of brought a lot of units that I wasn't necessarily expecting from him. I mean, Lest always does a good job of like surprising us, but like he really hyper focused in on like the hackers, the Jongnam. What did you think of the suite of monsters that Lest brought to the table?
Well, Trix and Hey Gang has always been a combo. It's not really that like crazy, but like yeah, and like once you pick like Hey Gang. Because it's passive, he doesn't really have any weaknesses because he's just that good. Then you could just bring like whatever you want. You could go like Trix, Hey Gang, and Jongo. That's a combo. Yeah. Trix, Hey Gang, Oliver. That's a combo, right? So, like, he is innovative in what he does, but then like there's a method in what he does that makes a lot of sense as well.
Yeah. And you
Lest
said he
also does a really good job of bringing units that are not contested. So he's able to keep like a very high rune quality on things that he knows people aren't going to take away from him.
That's a good shout out. Yeah, because we didn't really see a lot of representation for any of the monsters that Lest was picking during the whole tournament. And it was a long tournament, 8 hours.
Hey, I agree with that, Stoic. One of my favorite picks, no one was going to pick, which was going to be Girka. And that was a pretty sweet game. I think that was game 5, right? Of that?
You were a game with Girka, so it's yeah.
I loved the Girka. Like was, which I think there was a game. Did he pick it twice or was it just one time? Was it just? It was just the one. Just the one time. It's like I remember watching it and seeing like.
He brought it out earlier. He brought it out earlier, and someone picked like Vermos and Rakuni or Vermos and Vermos and Juno. He got destroyed that game.
So that's the one. Thank you, Thompson. So that's the one that I was thinking of. It's like I loved the inclusion. Wasn't the right game for it. It's like later on we got to see it actually pop off, which was cool. Like nobody's picking a Girka, especially at the World Finals of 2024. Like I was so cool. That was neat. Yeah. So Lest versus Ismoo, we're in game 2 right now. And so Ismoo got to kind of like sit a little bit more relaxed, Stoic, because he took that first game which I don't think a lot of people were expecting, at least according to predictions, I should say.
Yeah, according to predictions, according to a lot of people, I don't think they were expecting Ismoo to take the first game away from Lest. But I feel like we talk about this with Lest often, where Lest kind of uses his very first match to kind of feel things out and then figure out what he wants to do, whether it's speed contesting in his first match or doing a strategy that's a little different compared to others.
Yeah, he does. This is a... Do you feel like he was well equipped to deal with what Lest was bringing in this game here, Thompson?
I think like can't ever be too well equipped going against Lest, right? Look at like Gio and then a whole bunch of random stuff, and then also like just Julian being such a great unit, you know?
Yeah. When you play against him, because I imagine you've played against him on the ladder quite a few times. It's like what's been your experience with his drafts when he's playing the ladder?
When Les plays ladder, he never plays serious. He always use like whatever garbage units there is, and then like he plays on other people's account, and then he keeps his account like he just does whatever on his account, but then his real account is like other people's account he tests stuff on.
He keeps it really tight.
He'll test stuff on like Big D's account, or he'll test stuff on like other people's account, and then like he'll apply on his own account. So he does everything he does very hidden, very similar to Cullian Bao too. Like Cullian Bao will use like Ildong in regular drafts, and then like when you play him in World Finals, he doesn't even use Ildong once.
What's that, Seppi?
Evan, can you go back a little bit? I think this match was actually like a super close match, and I just wanted to make a comment on like how strong Chandra is, and I think he won the match. Like there's a certain point that all 4 units or 3 units have like death break on Ismoo's side, and the Julian is there. He has a lot of attack bar, but it's Chandra's turn, and then Chandra protects Miles, and then not only pushes up the team, but lands a slow on the Julian that kind of pushes the whole team ahead, and Julian loses that opening of killing someone that has death break on, and then, you know, the Oliver and other stuff takes over. So it was a super interesting moment. I think it was a very, very close match. If something like a unit was stunned here, if the Oliver was stunned, or if he didn't manage to land the slow, you know, something else could have changed.
Yeah. So now we're coming up on the moment here, I think, actually.
Yeah.
I think this is it. Oh, Endurance. No way. Says, hi, Evan and Seppi. Long time no see. Wow. Good to see you, Endurance. So this is the moment that you were talking about right here, Seppi.
Yeah.
So defend on the Miles. Then he's got the chance. Put slow on the only unit where it really matters, because slow is one of those debuffs. It's like one of the very rare debuffs that matters on Julian.
Yeah, and then the Gio.
It matters especially because the Julian's not on Nemesis; it's on Will.
Yeah.
So it could be slow. You keep hitting it and won't gain an attack bar.
And Evan, if you go back a little bit, then Les does a little bit of a greedy call for me, which is he goes with the Karma on the Miles to try to get rid of that. And then goes again on the Miles, and he doesn't try to get rid of or stun the Oliver. And the Oliver is the one that comes in and like takes the attack bar away and just finishes the job. So it's very little details. I think this game was like very well played by both of them, but interesting little things.
It's funny to see where like the priorities are in that moment. You know, it's like he sees a path to victory and it's killing the Miles. He's like not even looking at the Oliver, but it's the Oliver that's going to make sure that his Julian never takes another turn thanks to that slow. So it's like it's really like it's interesting. What do you want to like work on first? Do you want to try to open up the Miles so you can confirm the kill? Or do you want to maybe try to like stun or like shut down the Oliver or something like that? Like it's a very good point. I'm glad that you told me to go back on this one, Seppi.
Yeah, the correct play there. He did make the correct play. You have to kill the Miles off first because he has the Gyo to take advantage of Chandra and Oliver. So he just worried about the damage to him.
Yeah, I think especially down there, it's like, you know, those little things, those little details, and then he missed the strip too. Like that was the icing on the cake. He made that call. He's like, I'm gonna take this as the optimal path, right? It's like I'm gonna try to kill the Miles, but then he's not rewarded for it, and instead he's actually punished because Chandra gets some free hits in. Okay, let's go to game 3 right now. So Ismoo locks in the Yonhong, steals away the Julian, and then Lest brings the Dooman. And the Dooman's kind of a hard counter to the Julian, wouldn't you say there, Stoic?
Yes, I think so. This is actually where Les really locks in. So I know Ismoo's locking in units, but Les totally locks in because he comes back from these 2 matches like crazy. This is exactly what he did. Like all of that tournament was go to game 5s, but at 2 round deficits. Like it was so crazy to see him like lock in the way he did.
He was like the king of reverse sweeps. Go ahead.
So in this match is like the last 2 games, Les would bring in Hey Gang, but without a buffer, like a unit that puts up AoE buff. So the Hey Gang really lost a lot of value after turn 1, right? But then this game, because he picked the Belajul early, Ismoo was scared that Les was going to bring out Hey Gang anytime. So the whole game, Ismoo was like, shoot, like he has to dance around picking Hey Gang.
Yeah, you're right about that. It's like now he's got this other thing that he needs to juggle in the back of his head while he's playing this game. Did Ismoo look a little? He looked a little worried to me after the pick ban phase, and he still kind of has that because you can tell that he really is concerned about the Doom, and for good reason. And he misses the reset too with Cigar. So it's like this whole thing. This is probably a very stressful match for Ismoo.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna ask another question. Like Thompsin, when you're picking in this position, going a little bit back to the picking ban, because I think this one was mostly defined there. And you know your opponent has the last pick. There's already a Vela on the floor, and like he picked 2 wind speed leads in the end, right? He picked Oliver Sierra, and he got slapped with another very strong fire unit, which was Cardinal last pick, and like. How do you deal with that, right? Should have he prepared a little bit more and go less wind heavy because now he has 3 wind units and a Julian, or like,
yeah, of course.
What would you have done?
Of course, that's what happened. Like, of course he went to wind heavy in hindsight, but then when you're drafting against Les, that's what he does to you. Like he picks one of every element, and then you're still like, oh, I have to like outspeed him, right? So like he goes with like, you know, and also like Sierra doesn't really have an element too. It's just because he picked one of every element and then an LD unit, it's he got baited into picking a 2 wind at the end, which is like I feel like a lot of great drafters with like a small box players, like I know Dreams Joseph does that a lot, and also a few other players, they'll bait you into like picking like 2 wind units, stuff like that, and less is one of them.
Yeah, that's a really good point because it's like, you know, in that elemental diversity that he locks in, he's got like 4 different elements at that point, right? He's just got the water, wind, fire, dark. And like you said, he's just waiting for you to kind of slip up. So that way, whatever that last pick, that pick can just be whatever element counters what you just double picked up. Also, guys, I just wanted to shout out to Endurance, paid a nice compliment, said Thompsin and Stoic, you guys did amazing for comms for the finals. Loved it.
But also, to go back, thank you, Endurance. To go back to that, like I'm telling you, the whole time Ismoo was scared that he has the Belajul Hey Gang combo off, right? So then he picked 2 wind units at the end, going like, oh, like I'm good. If you pick out Hey Gang, I'm good, right? Because like that was the correct pick. You pick Hey Gang at the end, but like Les like baited you to pick 2 wind units at the end, and he just went with like a Masha Bison or whatever, Fire Bison, you know, and he went with the Fire Bison. So it's like I'm telling you, the whole game went down to him picking. The previous 2 games he had Hey Gang, but he had no combo with the Hey Gang. This time he picked a combo piece early, and then he's like, okay, now I have eligible, I can pick Hey Gang whenever I want. So it's hard for Ismoo to draft because he's like, oh shit, I have to deal with Hey Gang. Hey Gang is that strong.
I love getting to hear your analysis of what these players are kind of dealing with psychologically in the pick ban phase, because that's something that most viewers, you know, aren't necessarily privy to, right? So I love that you kind of single that out and highlight it. I think that's a really good point. It's like these guys have so much to think about, right? And you also called out Hey Gang as being like one of the MVPs kind of the day. Like you were like, this unit does so much.
Yeah, and this time he had a little Chandra and Hey Gang kind of works well together, and he kind of used that to his advantage because Chandra does a hug, and if you cleanse the hug, then you get a turn. So like, this time he didn't get the Belajul, but then he did get the Chandra.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing for Hey Gang in a lot of situations, right? Because he offers such immense value on that first turn. But if you don't bring anything that, like 1 buff is all it takes sometimes, right? So I love what you said where it's like Chandra applies the hug. If they even incidentally remove the hug just through an AoE or something like that, you gain value, which is really cool.
Also a lot of times people run like type of unicorn with Hey Gang, and the unicorns could put up shield at like every other turn. So like that's a great combo.
What's up, Spoon? Spoon says nerf Hey Gang. Salvi Hato.
So this game itself is another Hagang game. Like, if you don't ban the Hagang is so powerful in this match because you just get endless shields and endless hugs, and the Hagang just goes off, right?
Yeah. Why? Cuz? Oh my God, Pat's in chat. What's up, Pat? Said, this game cigar missing Chandra. Otherwise, easy
What up,
as
Pat?
we win. Oh, Carnegie, thank you so much. Welcome aboard. And even bigger Martha says, hey, I just got into RTA. It's going pretty bad, but I'll get there. I got Nefties and Kiki last week, though Nef from the coupon. Congratulations. Oh my God, you're about to have a lot of fun. Those are very similar units, actually. Kiki and Nefties. You're set up for like a debuff comp. We got to see the Diana in here too, Seppi. I thought this was a really solid pick from Lest.
Yeah, like Thompson said, the unicorns match perfectly with Hagang, and I thought it was interesting. Not a lot of people picked Diana, but there were, a Miles on the other side, and then 2 units that have AoE attacks. Diana gains a lot of attack bar, and she can strip all the time versus the Pontos, so that was an interesting pick. A little bit unexpected. I really like it.
Yeah, I'll skip through this one because as cool as that pick is, it's a little bit cut and dry, I'd say. It's like Diana can kind of take control over this as well. Like, what's up, Ultra Death Lord? And Endurance followed up on the comment from earlier, said, as someone who has no idea what RTA is like now, having commentators that can explain so much helps to understand the thought process of the players. So yeah, I think I completely agree. I think Stoic and Thompson, you guys did a really solid job with that.
Actually, it's very nice you said that because I felt really insecure about my commentating. I feel like if you love the game a lot and you're very into RTA, then you'll enjoy my commentating. If you're like, whatever, I just like to watch the game just to watch the game and follow up, then you'll hate my commentary because I'm just like, and then he might pick the Chandra and then he goes like Bella Cigar and then Hagang, and it's just annoying to hear sometimes, I totally get it. I appreciate the comment.
Dude,
I disagree. No one said that it's annoying, dude. It's great.
Dude, chat. Thompson loves this game, and it comes through in the commentary. It's like Thompson loves talking about Summoner's War, and I think that's part of the reason why the commentary is so apt, and it's also comes off as so organic. It's because this is what you want to be talking about, which is really awesome.
All this love, right?
All the love. Oh, look at all the notes. He rolled up with all the notes, and Stoic always brings
love, right?
Stoic. You always
Front
bring
and back.
the energy.
It's front and back.
Yeah, and Stoic brings the energy that we need. Like, you nail the hype moments, and you really make me feel like the big swings in Summoner's War. So, like, yeah, honestly, you guys are just a killer combo. Love it.
Thank you. I thought we did great this year as well. I loved working with Thompson. I loved how much time I've got to spend with Thompson just throughout this year, and just like talking, getting to know him. Thompson's made me just so much better of a player, and even better of a caster as well. Like, just like, I feel like my education in Summoner's War has just grown so much, and it definitely plays into my own casting as well. So like moments of when Thompson's like, "Oh, Stoic, that was a great point right there," and it's like, I do know what I'm talking about a little bit. So like, it was an amazing year to be able to work alongside Thompson. But of course, like, I know Evan's not going to sit here and toot his own horn, but every single year we have Evan come in there. And I know we see comments all the time, and I love to bring this up, where they're like, we need to hear more Evan. I do agree. I would love to hear more Evan. Keep in mind, when it comes to remote casting, it's really tough to do it with 3 people.
So hard on remote.
Also, keep in mind, what Evan does is just so important. It's very difficult to come out of the matches and then just carry on to what Evan does. Evan seamlessly just keeps everything together. Evan reminds me of our Hugh Jackman in The Greatest Showman. The way he just keeps everything together. We really, really needed our Hugh Evan Jackman here.
That's so sweet, man. Thank you. You're making me blush. I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
I thought that movie was called The Greatest Snowman for the longest time. I thought it was a Christmas movie. I still haven't seen it.
Oh, it's a great film. It really is.
Stoic, did you try to make like a subliminal reference in there as well, saying that Evan is huge and jacked?
Jacked, man. I love you guys. That's so nice, dude. Thank you so much. Carnegie says what Evan does is spam toxic emotes. I do that too. I'm also in charge of that. Stoic made a really good point too. It's like, it is hard for us to kind of like cross cast on remote broadcast. I think it's easier on like when we're together, but what people don't often realize is there's a really long delay when we're speaking for like cups where we're remote. But to bring it back to this, guys, I paused it because this is the game where we actually get to see Girka pop off. I think that this might be one of my favorite like showcases for the entire tournament. I'd say. I don't know if you guys agree, but I loved seeing this combo.
I love seeing an LD Nat 5 that everybody says is dead actually succeed. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Girka stinks, it's terrible, he's dead, put him in Guardian storage, blah,
And
blah, blah.
what
And it's
a
like,
place
here he
to
is,
do it.
WC platform.
What
you
a
know,
place to
getting-
do it too, Stoic. Like, it's match point for both players. It's literally on the line, and Lest is like, yeah, I'm gonna bring Girka this game. That's crazy. So I really loved seeing it happen. Yeah, this was cool. So,
Just saying,
yeah.
not to say anything, right here, pause it real quick. If he boosts Girka, armor break the Giana, and Girka goes for skill 2, imagine that was a Julian. It would have been a dead Giana. Just saying. Okay, whatever.
You just had to throw out the Julian.
Also, a big deal about picking that too is that you don't have to worry about Ismoo picking Giana because Julian, because they both have Julian.
Because you would have stolen.
So
it.
you can say, oh, you know, Girka's good into like Oliver. Girka's good into units that are like trying to control you, reset your cooldown. He doesn't care about you resetting his cooldown. He's the only unit that does that. But then, like, come on, like Julian could have just won the game already right here. Please, Girka's splendor over here.
Hey, I agree, and I'll say another thing. No immunity on the other side, so a Rika would have been fun here too. But it's cool to see a Girka.
It is cool.
I'll say,
And it really
I
does.
am the kind of player, that does stuff like that. There's like 3 better picks, and you're just like, but this one is fun. Let's see what it does.
It takes over the game, and it's really cool. It's very like, look at this, dude. He's just making Oliver attack him in the least efficient way possible. 2-turn provoke.
I feel like the game didn't want Ismoo to lose because if you see how much times Ismoo procced this fight, it's crazy.
Oh,
he almost procced back to back with his 3 violent units. You can take a look at this match.
He does. So for reference, at the time when Thompson pointed that out right now, Oliver's already procced. Like, he procced last turn, right? You know, so you're about to see it. It happens quite often. Exactly, Pat, but it's all useless. And that's the fascinating part, right? You're proccing, but with 2 turns of provoke. King Nundrum says, imagine they reviewed the chat for SWC. We were hardcore beefing. We should make that another stream, dude. Reviewing the chat. It's actually so funny. That's a hilarious idea. Okay, so did Miles just proc there, or am I tripping?
Miles proc.
Miles did proc. So there's another proc. 1, 2, right?
Dude, game's over. Double immunity, control, GG. This one was like really, like Thompson said, it could have been other unit in the place of Girka there, but yeah.
I do feel like Rika wouldn't be that good because the other side has a Giana. But like, you know, like I'm just saying, like just yeah, but definitely Girka was
Another
not best.
There's another proc from the Oliver. Res the provokes this time, but it's too little too late. Here, let me skip forward real quick. He's got the irresistible debuffs on, so it's all over for Ismoo. Les did a great job, and he secured it in like the coolest way that he could have. So I really appreciate that. Let's jump forward. We have one more game that we wanted to look at, which is the finals. Kelly and Bao versus Lest. So at this point, we'd seen a lot of games. We'd seen Les play. We'd seen Kelly and Bao play. So I'll ask everybody here. We'll start from the bottom and go up. So Thompson, going into this, what were your expectations? Did you think that Lest would take it? Like, did you think that Kelly and Bao was going to take it? What were you thinking?
Honestly, I felt like I was saying this earlier in the on game 1, telling you guys when before the whole casting started. I told you Kalyan Bao is the guy you got to watch out for, and he's probably gonna win the whole thing. So I thought Kalyan Bao would win it, but
yeah. And Stoic, we knew it. We kept commenting about that too. But like, Kelly and Bao had made a name for himself on the Legend tournaments.
Yep. We knew he was going to be an absolute monster going into this tournament. It's funny to see that not enough votes were in his favor early on. And in my opinion, not enough people watching Legend tournaments. Come on, guys. It's just a 3 a.m. show. Stay up and watch it. And maybe you would know that Kelly and Bao was going to come in here, you know, being the powerhouse that he is. But I did think Les, they did. You know, I don't want to say I thought Les was going to put up a better fight, but I mean, they went into a game 5. Like, of course, yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah, and Seppi, so looking at this, right?
Oh, so not
You
game
you had seen the whole tournament too. What did you think between the honestly, like back then?
Yeah, you know I'm a huge Les fan, right?
Yeah.
I called it again this year for you before everything started.
Yeah.
I said I think he's gonna win it again. He lost on game 7, so close. But I think that the main thing that I was expecting was for Les to be ready for the Zabala Veronica comp. I think no one could deal with that comp. And I was like, what is he gonna do, right? And then it comes in right out of the gate and he can't deal with it. I was like, dang. And then they have that, I think, game 3 or something that's very close. And the dark, what's the name is with a Z as well? The dark Zabala, Zenisek, thank you. Zenisek solos in the end, which is super close. And then they finally go to like Veronica again, and he brings this interesting comp with the Pater. And I thought that was the first time that someone answered in a solid way, to that draft. And I was like, whoa, things are going to turn around. But you know what? I think Killing Bao was very good at adapting and understanding, not picking exactly the same thing all of the time here, which like he did get a little bit comfortable in the beginning. And the last match was very, very close. So I think we got like the best. I honestly didn't have a favorite coming in. I just always liked watching game 5s, game 7s, and that's what we got. So was super happy about it.
Yeah, we got a great finals. And I saw like just kind of looking through the comments on the video too, on the VOD afterwards, people seemed like they really enjoyed watching the fights this year. And I did too. Like it was cool. And I liked seeing the finals in the sense that like we had a newcomer to SWC take the title. Like that's always really cool. Les, as much as I'd love to see Les do a 3-peat, like I think that'd be really cool. But what's also nice is that, he's had his time. He's had his name in the Hall of Fame twice for the same thing, which is crazy. He's the only one to achieve that. So it's nice to have some new blood up there, making a name for themselves in a place other than the Legend tournaments, which more people should watch.
You want to know one more really fun fact is I feel like you can go back and you can watch all the previous SWCs and you can always read something in the comment section that states something. In this SWC, could we sit here and say, wow, this unit needs to get nerfed? What is that unit? Because after this SWC, I actually don't think I have like, oh my god, this unit was wrecking everybody. Please, for the love of God, nerf this unit. I don't actually think we have that unit in SWC that rocked the boat like previous Girkas, previous.
That's true.
That's
I
a good
don't
point.
think this SWC screamed,
I
oh my
agree.
god, this unit just needs to get nerfed. Look what it did to SWC. We didn't have one. Is Hey Gang like good and toxic? Yeah, of course Hey Gang's good. It's toxic and a lot of people want it to go away. But I mean, did Hey Gang rock the boat throughout all of this SWC final that it's like, oh my god, nerf this unit, Comptos, it's so clear. I don't think we actually have a unit right now where it is so blatantly obvious that it needs to be nerfed.
I kind of feel like these units, like a lot of times Hey Gang wasn't picked, but then people are playing around Hey Gang. Same with like, even though Sonya wasn't get picked, but everyone in the everyone was playing around Sonya. I feel like Sonya might be a little bit too strong. Hey Gang might be a little bit too strong. Ethna might be a little bit crazy too, but Ethna's okay for now. But like these units are.
Wait, and not. But you think it's as broken as some units in the past? And then the second thing.
Like, you can say like Giana isn't Giana's OP, and that's really OP. I know what you're trying to get at.
Yeah.
I know what you're trying to get at, but then like I'm just saying, like I don't feel like having Sonya or Sonya and Hey Gang is OP. No one's gonna argue with me about that. So that's it. I'm just gonna leave that.
It is.
Well,
Yes,
so when we talk about Sonya and Hey Gang, though, I do agree. I think Sonya and Hey Gang are so good. They're so good that you have to like play around them. So.
But
Like
there's a
even though
way.
we didn't see Sonya, there is a way, but it's the fact that it changed the meta so much that you have to rune specifically for Sonya, and you have to draft ready knowing about Hey Gang. That's how strong and powerful those units are, that you're forced to play a certain way and to draft a certain way. So are those justified? I 100% agree with Thompson that those are some of like the units that are being targeted for being like overpowered because it forced a meta, and that's why we have like things being played out the way they are.
I'm just saying, there's no world if a common sense, logically wise, you can have a unit that's like 350 speed that could deal 40k damage. Like that just doesn't make sense. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
and
Yeah, it's crazy.
I like the point that Stoic made too, where it's like, even though we didn't see a Sonya, you know, it's like we're not seeing Sonya picked. You know, a lot of these units are Sonya proof, you know, and for a reason, right? Like she's had that impact. But I don't feel the need to nerf anything after this tournament either. If I do have to say, I lean on the side of no nerf. I do have one hot take, but I'll let Seppi go first, and then I'll say that.
I want to say something. Was there any unit, even with people playing around, like you can make Sonya proof, you know, you can do other things to deal with Hagang, but was anything close to, you know, Molong back in the day? That's.
I'll be fair and I'll say this, like, the power creep of Summoner's War is really crazy. Like, Giana is OP, but then also, like, well, Hagang is even more OP, so Giana has to be there. But, like, if you nerf Giana and you nerf Hagang, like, you revert Giana back, but you nerf Hagang, that'll be a fair game. But Giana has to be that OP because Hagang is so crazy, man.
No, I agree with you. I'm not saying nerf anyone, by the way. I'm not saying nerf Giana. I think Giana's super fun right now, and she deserved this buff. And I think she's a unit that is extremely strong, but she's not, you know, 110 base speed. She has an acceptable base speed. So there's ways of dealing with her. I think the interesting thing about Hagang and the difference that you're making here is maybe that these two units are very powerful and they're like elemental units, so they're not super rare. And like having overpowered LD units, I think it's more fine, right? Because not everyone has them, so it's not like spammable. So I think that's a valuable point. But I agree with Stoic on this, and I think this was one of the most like balanced, you know, meta wise. There were a lot of things that worked, a lot of things that had counters, and a lot of ways to respond to some of the key strategies. And that's why it was fun to watch, and like some games went down the wire.
Yep. And as like tired of people like saying like stop the Chandra Vela Saga. We saw the 3 units throughout this SWC final. We did, but it didn't seem like, oh wow, Chandra Vela Cigar every single match. That's not, in my opinion, what we saw here. I do think those 3 are an incredible combination. I personally don't think those 3 units need to get nerfed. It's just the fact that all 3 of them as a team are providing everything under the sun, and I'm sure when another balance patch comes out, there's going to be a certain combination that Lest is probably going to be the one to pioneer once again and figure it out that these 3 units offer everything else under the sun, where it's hitting on the same head as Chandra Vela Cigar. I'm sure there's going to be combinations down the road just like that, but I don't think Chandra Vela Cigar needs to get nerfed at all.
Yeah, me neither.
It wasn't heavily played.
I think something will come along that's going to make it so that they just maybe take a back seat in priorities or something like that, you know. We'll have to see what the next balance patch brings. My hot take
I feel like Chandra Vela Cigar makes every new unit that comes to us. Chandra Vela Cigar, Hagang, and I could throw in Julian and Giana as well, Burkhild in there as well. They make every new unit come to us make so bad.
The Giana and the Hagang?
I agree. Well, because if the unit's not pushing back attack bar, stunning, defense breaking, and increasing your own attack bar, like what is it actually doing? You know, it has to do like those things, and that's what Chandra Vela Cigar do, and more, because there's healing and then there's protection of hugs and you know, immunity all being added with those 3. But like when you're introducing a new unit in the game, if it's not doing anything, whether it's multiple of those in one kit, like what is it?
I disagree with that take, by the way.
Yeah? All right.
Heavily. Yeah. As someone that works in gaming and has seen this multiple times, I think it takes time for some units to bake into the meta and for people to really understand it.
I agree
You guys
with that.
you guys remember Vertihill taking a long ass time, no changes, no buffs to get into RTA. I don't know if you guys remember when we released a certain Lightning Emperor, Bulwark, that there was a community outcry for a month saying this unit's broken, it's gonna kill the game, and then people, you know, a week after that month, we're like, oh, there's multiple ways of dealing with it. I do agree with you with one very good point you made is for a unit to be strong and relevant in RTA in this meta, it has to do a multitude of things. So that I agree with. Does it make it harder to release like very strong units that are going to shake the meta? Yeah, but I think it's feasible. I think there's stuff that we're seeing that was released recently that's gonna come to the meta pretty soon, and like it's maybe like a little buff away. I think that the exception is a lot of the JJK units. Like that needs a little bit more. You know, like definitely is not enough. Those ones, at least for me, were a little bit frustrating. But I think that the last, you know, the Draken, and especially the Dark One, which a couple of players that have been in SWC pulled. So next year, I think we're going to see a lot of that. We're going to see the Dark One, you know, coming in and countering a lot of strong units like Julian and things like that. So yeah, it's interesting. I think the game's still like shaping a lot.
We can also keep in mind that Saga was the way he is right now for actually a long time. Like, and it's not like, wow, Sagar's so broken now. It's like, no, he's been that way. He's been that way for a really long time. It just took the correct combination to really highlight him as a unit.
Yeah,
Cigar was, before Cigar, there was Ryu and Chungpung. And Ryu and Chungpung in a whole is still better than Cigar. But then the problem is AoE strips is not a thing anymore because units like Hey Gang and stuff like that are in the meta. So like also you know, Sonya Efna is really good into like Ryu Chungpung. The meta just like single target strips, right? So I don't agree with some stuff you guys say, but then like the meta's like that for a reason because of how powerful some of these units are. Like Hey Gang. Like Hey Gang like makes every stripper come out with all irrelevant. Everything's compared to Robo. Like, oh, you made Water Gojo? Is the stripper as good as Robo? No, it sucks. That's it. Like, there's nothing to do about it. It's just like the power creep is so high right now.
I think everything has a counter. Like a good example, a game that we didn't watch, by the way, which I was hoping to see more, is the Jameer counter to the Veronica. I forget who was the one. It was like game 5 of someone. It was against Ladrillo. Thank you. Yes, against Ladrillo.
Do you want to go watch it?
No, we're good. Like we can play some 2v2. It was just like thinking about those like cool kind of counters that some people come up with. Yeah.
And Spoon says, yeah, Hey Gang just does too much IMO. So many other regular elements that got buffed were so influential afterwards, got promptly nerfed. For some reason, Hey Gang is scooting by every balance patch untouched. I think a lot of it is because what Hey Gang offers is extremely unique. You know, like that active punishment for stripping. You know, it's like no other unit really does it, at least as elegantly as Hey Gang does. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why they would be hesitant to nerf him. I would be too, because like if you nerf Hey Gang, you know, at like a lot of levels, you're also nerfing a solid response. You know, not so much a combo piece. You're just defending yourself. You know, not everybody has what it takes to kind of combo it at this high level, but I think that's part of the point.
I also feel like with time, like with the new units that come out, and also like imagine Silver Hey Gang, it's a great combo. It amplifies other units as well. Like Laura Hey Gang is a great combo, you know? Or like Belladjewel Hey Gang is a great combo. Hey Gang also makes, because a lot of people just say like, oh, Hey Gang is a necessary evil because I'm slow. But then what they don't understand is even if you're slow, I can Hey Gang you and you're still dead. A lot of people take advantage of that. Like ACOG, he pulled Giana. He just picked Hey Gang Giana, and then like, you're hey, what are you gonna do about that, right? Like, Hey Gang is not a necessary evil. You can't say that.
Yeah, the only thing I'll heavily disagree with you, Thompson, is you mentioned that power creep at Summoner's War is huge, and that's the complete opposite of concept of power creep. Power creeping is every time you release new monsters, those monsters make the pre-existing monsters and meta irrelevant, so it's the opposite, right? Yeah. But what a lot of other games do, like, you know, Raid Shadow Legends, Epic 7, all this stuff, is that they consistently release things that like literally mathematically they deal more damage, they do more things, and then you just like force players into spending money on that new thing because all the rest is irrelevant, right? So that's why I think it's pretty cool to keep a more healthy meta in which, you know, there's some things that exist, but I agree with you, like there's a certain point in which units like Hey Gang, if they stay too relevant for too long, you should just say like, let's shift the meta, you know, let's do something different. So we see other solutions, other types of gameplay. So for that, I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
I think everybody just wants to, I feel like this is a fact, but everybody just wants to play pre-ban. They're like, oh, you know, Compass needs pre-ban, Compass needs pre-ban. Everybody that wants to play pre-ban, they're just in their head thinking, I'm gonna pre-ban Hagang. Ironically, which is not pre-ban. No, really.
I prevent Leo. I'm the opposite.
Yeah, no, I understand you pre-ban Leo, but like just the statistics say pre-ban Hagang pre-ban was like a 70-60%. Like that's so crazy, right?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and I like what you pointed out there, Seppi, too. I actually think that Summoner's War is really good about power creep in that definition of power creep. I think they're really good. You know, I think Thompson still has a point, but I think we'd have to call it something else, because it's like we're in a world where it's like we're talking about Chandra first pick. Like Chandra's been here the whole time. Like so is Giana. So are all these units that are here, and they're getting tuned over time. I think Summoner's War is actually good about making sure that units become or stay relevant, or kind of like shift roles. You know, they go back and make sure things feel right. They don't just release new units you need to get. Otherwise, it's effectively moot. So let me skip forward here for a second. Do you guys want to do some 2v2? Do you feel like we've covered the finals enough? You guys want to jump in for some RTA?
I'm super down for it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
That sounds awesome to me. So I made a lobby called Finals Review. There's no password. You can hop in whenever you're ready. Also, I wanted to thank Simba for the raid. The raid, I didn't want to interrupt, but Simba, thank you so much for the raid, dude. Welcome everybody from the stream. I hope you had a good one, man.
What up, Simba?
How are we going to pair up, by the way? Am I Rochambeau?
Oh, I know. Let's do. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit difficult. Let's do when are people's birthdays? You know?
Oh, April.
Let's do that.
Wait,
April,
are you
when's-
April as well?
You're also April.
Wait,
Yeah,
We're both
as
April.
well. Wait, what?
All three of us are April.
Wait.
Run,
Let me-
run.
Wait, when's your birthday, Thompson? Day though, not month.
Just kidding, I'm January.
January what? January what?
28.
28. Nice. I'm April 28. That's perfect.
You guys see, I'm April 2nd.
Second, you Stoic?
16th.
16th. Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow, we're right in the middle.
So Stoic, you and me then, because Seppi and Thompson share a number.
The same birthday. Sorry, guys.
Sorry
Share
about
them
that. That's the rules. I didn't make them. Seppi did.
Yeah. We'll go one and swap. Yeah.
Ari says, what's your mom's birthday?
Next rule.
It's coming up,
Yeah.
actually. I got to get her a gift.
Nice.
It's
How does he
coming
know
up.
my mom? That's
Oh,
the.
2v2. Jesus. I'm like, I can't find the room for the life of
Seppi
me.
pre-planned the rules to play with Thompson.
What? Some people would say that. Did I check his birthday in Facebook? Maybe.
All right, let's do this. We're not afraid. We're not afraid. We're built to receive, right, Stoic?
We are built to. We're gonna receive Evan.
We are. Okay, I'm quick battling, guys. Let's do this. Oh,
Let's
I'm
do it.
not quick. I'm actually accepting Seppi's.
Accepting.
I'm actually accepting Seppi's request. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thompson, you take the lead here. Do you want me to pick a speed lead or no?
You pick whatever you want. I'll pick double speed lead first.
Oh, I
So you
love
go
that
whatever.
strategy.
I'll go double speed lead, and then you can pick
Evan,
whatever.
what doubles? Do you want the double speed lead? Or do you want me to take the double speed lead?
I will. How about I do it first? I'll grab a Vanessa for us. How does that sound?
Okay. All
Let's
right,
do
yeah,
it.
sounds great.
Folks in chat are trying to figure out the answers to my security questions in chat. They're asking for my childhood best friend, my elementary school, the street I grew up on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thompson, I think there's just one problem. I think next time you pick the strippers, I pick the speed lead.
I can pick double stripper as well. I'll go double stripper, and then you could do whatever.
Amazing. Then that makes my life very easy. Like I'm just gonna pick this unit that everyone loves. No, just kidding.
Dude, do it. Do your thing. Oh my god, we're gonna get destroyed by this. Should I pick Ciara as the or actually, you know what? Let me pick the Chandra as the second. I'll play more of a support
Nice.
role for us. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. Any requests for this extra slot? Like, do we maybe want like perhaps
A
a
support,
Belio? I know it's double water, but we could also do a Belio. I have Meiho Wang for damage. Like,
Let's do an Abelio.
let's do it just because we're running low on time. I like the support role.
Hey, I didn't know you had an Irene Stoic. This is interesting.
We are Irening.
Look at that. Oh my god, I love my partner's team.
Dude, Last pick.
Look at that.
I've got the best
Protection.
last pick locked in.
Wait, we doing LDs?
My last pick just got a little bit worse. If you're picking that. to be
No,
completely
no.
honest.
Let's have some fun. I'm gonna bring another powerful LD. Let's go.
What about a Veramos?
I lose to that thing all the time, Misty.
Stoic, do you like
that's more
Veramos,
than
or would you prefer like a Masha, Josephine?
I think Veramos is great because they're both players are going to be
Because we're gonna ban
lacking.
it. We're gonna ban the Veramos 100%. So, because my partner has a Giana and a Nephthys.
Thoughts on this,
Sorry,
Stoic?
Evan.
Are we chill with that?
Yes.
Amazing. Okay. Dude, I love 2v2. This is a cool idea.
Nice. Thompson, the payer is gonna. Do you think we can kill it quickly?
No, we just don't focus on Stoic. We just focus on
What the heck? Dude, what is this? I'm C1, dog.
Of course you don't ban the Pater. Pater's a selfish ass unit, man.
Yeah, and you call the Belio selfish too? Dude, Abellio's giving, man. He likes to heal the other side. I get the turn, but I heal the other side.
Y'all have kill block on you, right?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
that's a problem, right? Evan?
We gotta kill that first, Stoic.
I don't know how well we're going to do, Evan, but all I know is we have to go all into this guy here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Look
so
at
she's
that.
chomped for 9 turns. Is that how that is? What is this?
What do you want to do? Let's just go. Let's see this Vanessa right here.
Dude, my Vanessa is very. Look at how tanky that is.
Let's stun the Chandra. Nope. Let's see.
I believe in Rez. Guys, chill. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna heal.
Hit Rez.
Heal yourself,
We're
man.
healing. We're big
Big
time healing.
provokies, Evan. Big provoke. That was huge, dude.
Oh, look at that. Double provokies.
Nice.
The level
Okay.
36 Harpu is going to win the game for them, Endurance. That thing's crazy. You should have seen the replays Seppi shared with us before stream.
Yeah, this
okay,
is not
hold
the
on.
ideal comp. I didn't like that you banned the Fang Yang. That was definitely
Sorry,
very...
Evan, I'm going to save you, okay?
Okay. I need to
Do
proc.
some stunny stuff.
With the
Yeah,
Pater?
yeah, yeah. Ready? And then we provoke?
Yes, God bless
Whoa.
you. Oh my God.
Look at
One
that.
provoke. Thank you
All right,
so
let's
much.
Finish off the thing though. See the thing that I really don't. Right here, ready? Oh, wait a minute.
I'm ready.
Wait a minute. There's a defense break sitting on that Nephthys though.
I know, but it's at
But it
at
has a
parity
death
right now.
defense buff.
Dude, it's thicker than a Snicker. I can't touch that.
It's because of the defense buff. I'm gonna keep going in on it though, actually, because I think we gotta kill it.
Yeah, hit Thompson's units. They're not amazingly well.
Should I
run.
stun Giana?
They're not
Yes,
super
stun Giana, stun
tanky.
Giana.
Check it out. Watch this. Boom.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Evan, choose life.
I'm choosing life. Wait, don't kill me, please.
Oh, 1 HP,
wait,
Evan.
I have a
proc. No, proc.
It's a turn. Check this out.
No proc.
We're just
no
gonna
proc.
work on this for a second. Proc?
Oh.
I am not procking. Dude, all of my units are on bio.
Let's go ahead and glance this.
Could be so unfair sometimes with the procs, you know?
Oh, where's my
my
revenge?
God.
Where's my revenge?
Ooh.
Nothing you guys have to have.
Oh, nice kill.
I thought I lived for a second. It took her a while to fade away.
We're gonna wait. Just hit this thing a little bit. Oh, Giana,
no.
nice. Beautiful
No,
bomb.
that's bad.
Okay.
Now,
boom.
oh,
Okay, you take that.
Now,
so you're
Stoic.
gonna die to that bomb.
Do you plan on provoking people with Fermion anytime soon? Should I hug Fermion?
Oh, got the stun.
No. You have to hug your Abelio.
Okay, I'll just hug Abelio then.
and the third on Seppi's side because you gotta slow that Miles down.
Okay.
Nah, don't do that. Why are you listening
nice.
to him?
That's nice.
It was a good call.
Don, nice. Good job. We're gonna heal block this thing. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta heal yourself. It's all about the Abelio.
Okay.
And then big provokies on Seppi. Ooh.
And then they start attacking. Oh, sad.
Finally.
So let's
sad.
go ahead and
Sad.
glance this because it needs to be glanced.
Okay.
Don't worry about
what?
Giana. Giana's dead. Go ahead and stun the. Yeah, that's fine. There's
I'm just
more
working on that. I don't think
I'm just gonna get rid of the Chandra dude, just so
Yeah.
we can.
That slow was huge on the.
Why are you alive still?
Kill.
Yeah,
Kill. Proc.
Okay.
Stun.
We proc? We proc?
Dude.
We proc?
Your Giana took that bomb. For me, it was so funny that he's like, Giana's dead. You know, don't worry. Giana takes the bomb. Still alive.
Get rid of Miles? Question mark.
What do you think?
No way
Miles
you
is
kill the
floating.
Miles, man.
Nephthys is to stay away.
We can
Dude,
kill the
Miles
Nephthys.
Miles is so good, like in 2v2, man. He's like Miles, like MVP. Because like
Let's
no
see.
Leo.
Yeah, keep working on the mouse.
Nice
working on the
proc.
mouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice proc.
Finally.
This thing is dead. Okay.
Let's luck sack,
No.
Stoic.
Hey, we're
Okay.
trying.
I'm trying to sack.
Now let's go. Oh, that thing. We gotta go slow here. Nice. Just so it doesn't take a
big
lot of
stunnies?
turns.
No stun.
Nope.
Uh,
Here we
It was a
go.
good game.
Let's just hit this. Boom.
I am vibing with this game for sure.
Ooh, where do you want me to go? Thompson, you want me to go on the Fermion or just finish
Oh,
the thing?
Pat, who you got for that, by the
We
way?
have to finish off the Abelio.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
You left. Oh, no.
Stoic, it's all you, dude. Sorry.
I know it is.
I know it is. Don't give me that. bro, it's talking like I haven't been here.
Lance.
Still won though, yeah.
Oh, there it is. Big provokies.
You got the. He doesn't have it yet, right? Or he does? You do have it?
But I
still?
have to provoke. I have to
Ooh.
provoke Thompson's team.
Because he has strip.
Oh,
Oh,
huge.
did get the
Isn't it
provoke.
strip?
Nice.
On the unit that matters. That was really good.
Ooh.
I love that proc. That means I'm gonna proc.
Just
No, it
dump it.
doesn't work like that in 2v2.
Let's just get damage here.
Oh, the
fuck.
damage is huge.
We're gonna just kill this. Get rid of this.
Okay.
Oh,
A
that heal
proc.
box.
You're about
proc
to
and we kill.
3v5.
Oh, we didn't proc. This is a problem, Thompson.
Don't worry, my Laura will tank everything.
Nice. Kill? Oh, no
Okay.
proc. Okay. Where's the vial? Where's the vial? Oh,
Vial.
stop with the proc.
There's
So
the
it does work
bio.
like that.
Strip. Yes. Oh, nice, nice, nice. We got a match.
Put away the
who do we
Misty.
target now? Irene or
Oh no, that's
who
gone.
do you want?
Oh yeah, I killed Irene. Because Irene has a dread stake. So.
Oh no. Oh no. Wait a minute.
I lose.
The Misty. Can't stun me.
I'm telling you, Misty, I lose to Misty all the time. It's okay.
I'm the better version of Mayho Wang. I wish. We tanky, baby.
Dude, you're too tanky. Oh my god.
User.
That was a great game. That was a great game. Do you guys want to do one
That
more?
was
Do you
a
have time for one more?
close. Yeah, one more. Close
Okay.
match. Just different drafts.
Different draft? Sounds good.
I get surprised with the Irene now.
Dude, she's so fast. What's the speed on that thing? Cannot
fast
reveal.
lady.
Cannot reveal. You're like, it's my fastest.
Oh, guys, my network connection failed. Hold on.
Mine's too.
Let's do again. Invite it again.
Okay, thank
No,
you.
no. Oh, you got
I'm
it.
in.
Okay.
Oh, connection
Oh.
lost.
What
What
happened?
do we do?
I think you
someone
have to
else
leave
invite?
and then come back, right?
I think you
Is that
exit the
doable?
Goodwill lobby and then come back in.
Okay. Let's do it again then.
Exit the Goodwill lobby. Got it.
Review.
Salve
Something,
Gala.
Evan? Finals review. Okay, we back.
Oh, wait, I accidentally invited Seppi. Seppi, do you want to play together?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, let's do
We're
it.
wait. This is a bad idea. Versus Thompson and
We're
Stoic.
gonna lose.
I think you and Thompson versus Stoic and I then, just to let's,
Okay,
let's
Thompson.
keep some sort of sanity to this thing.
Thompson, accept. Let's do this.
Stoic
I'm your
Secret
handicap.
strategy. Okay.
Here,
You and
but
I,
do
baby.
you want first pick?
My strategy.
Secret strategy.
Wait,
Keep my strategy.
you wanna go double speed lead or you want me to go double?
I can go double speed lead if you want. I could do the Vanessa
Okay.
again.
Same question,
You
Seppi.
double-
Do you want me to go double speed lead or you
Oh,
double
actually,
speed? 'Cause that means-
send
what-
it back to me,
what-
Thompson. I can't do it.
What do you prefer? What speed leads you got? Let's go based on.
everything. Well, my 33 would be a Vanessa.
I love that. I love Vanessa. And okay, you go double speed
Wait,
lead
Thompson.
then.
Hit settings and send me back first pick. I can't do it since you have it right now. Sorry.
Evan, we invited you. You can just accept on
Will
top
do.
there.
Will do. Just waiting for Thompson to send me the first pick back.
Oh, how do you do it?
Hit
Oh, I
settings.
didn't
Hit settings on our team, and then you can just hit change first pick. My bad. I
you
gave
want
it
first
perfect.
pick?
There we go.
Uh,
Yeah,
no,
because
I want you to get. No, wait. Give me first pick.
Yeah, I gave you first pick. We get.
I need first pick.
Only first pick user can't request battle, so it can be you. Stoic.
Oh, I am first pick. We're cool.
I gave you the first pick.
here we go. I'm battling. Accept my request. I got you. I got you.
Let's go. This is it. We're gonna change the strategy now. We're gonna do a lot of like the Misty is already out there. They know the secret weapon, so we got to change it. Evan stole the Vanessa.
You know. He stole the
I even said it out loud. I was like, I'll pick Vanessa again.
Wow,
That's why I was like, give me first pick. I had to take the 33.
ungentlemanly behavior. This is unacceptable, Stoic.
Yeah, this is bad.
Should I just pick
Giana.
more?
Okay.
Pick any double speed lead and then just yeah, go from there.
Okay. I might pick
So-
more for more survivability. We'll see.
Stoic. Do you want to pick Hey Gang or I pick Hey Gang? We have a Giana on the other side.
You can. I have patter. Like it's fine. If I
Okay.
have-
I'll go.
Patter's
I'll go.
tough.
Hey Gang. And sorry, Thompson. I have to pick the Misty, dude. You can't stun me, but Giana's too annoying. Gotta.
Dude, should I wait? Should I do the Seren? Is that cute?
That's good. You're fine.
Like, do whatever. I'll win it for us again. I
Yeah,
love
Thompson's gotta secure the win for us. I'm gonna pick Asher instead.
Ooh, great pick.
So I'm gonna go patter and then.
Really like that.
This guy this time. Okay.
Oh, Veronica at home.
Kid. Very nice.
Veronica, if she was a baby goat.
This guy.
Kid.
Okay, there's I can't pick Leo, so that's a problem.
Thompson's picking like he's got somewhere to be. He's trying to wrap this up quick.
We can
No.
pick this.
Look at that. He's like, we gotta end this.
Oh, you're screwed. Stoic, you're so screwed.
Why? What do you know?
So screwed, Stoic.
Stoic, you gotta pick another Giana counter, dude. So who do you want me to ban out of the last two? We're not banning one of the first two.
Bye, Stoic. See ya. You
Let's
took all
ban-
your counters, this guy.
Let's ban the Sonya. I'll ban the Sonya, and you just tank all this stuff. Just pick a revive. We're good. They don't have reset.
This guy took all your units, bro.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that. Okay, bye, Sonya.
No.
Thompson, what should I ban?
Ban the Pater, yeah.
I
And
think
then
we
we
just ban is 33.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I like that. I like that. It's also the revive. That's a good ban.
Oh, not my Vanessa.
Dude, I'm sorry that Thompson's gonna hit you very hard. I had to
He's coming right for me.
deflect because you have better runes, so it's better that he hits you than he hits me because you can survive 2 turns. I would survive 1 turn.
Yep.
Strategy.
Thompson, did you just let fate decide what you banned? Did you just like? I didn't see you select anything.
No, I did.
My guy, Hey Gang gotta be banned based on our theme.
I should have banned Misty. I wasn't paying attention.
Nah, the Misty, you can bomb it. You're good.
Yeah, easy.
All right, Seppi, we know where we have to go into.
Evan, right?
No.
Leave me alone, dude.
Oh my god, here we go. We about to get our world's rock. Okay. He goes at the strip
Oh my
on
god,
me.
the damage.
Oh my god, it's so much damage, I'm telling you. Stun. Oh, missed one.
No need.
Sorry,
Yeah,
dude, I think we gotta kill.
You can defense break. That's it.
Yeah, it's the only thing. It's the only thing that's open. It has defense buff, but you know.
Thompson,
I'm
what are
gonna
we
resist.
focusing on?
I'm gonna resist.
Oh, wait, he's going on me.
I'm
still.
gonna resist.
I'm more of a.
nice, Brock.
Oh.
He's gonna kill one shot the Misty. Oh, nice trip. Can I just try to? Do you want me the kill or do we go on
Dude,
the
Pump it.
Chimera?
Pump it.
Who?
You've got
Who?
this.
Who?
The defense
The
break,
defense
he's saying.
break.
Oh,
Okay. That's
it's
not
you, Tanky. Chimera. Stun the Chimera. For the love of God.
Uh-oh.
Done.
Wait, Thompson, who are we
Beautiful.
focusing? Should I put this on Sean or Laura?
Just focus on Stoic.
Okay, you want me to put this on your Sean or I'm gonna put it on Sean.
Okay.
You deserve a proc, Evan. Stoic back.
Oh
to the
no,
day.
I didn't want this to be my proc.
Stoic, did your hacker and your Giana proc, or was I tripping?
Yeah, it was both.
My hacker? My hacker?
Yeah.
My hacker didn't
It
proc.
did. It proc out of the stun, yes.
Oh,
my
yeah.
Oh my god.
You're a proc.
Oof.
That's why we deserve
Here we
it.
go. Here we go. Oh god.
You were hoping for a lot out of that.
Reset. Okay,
let's see,
we take
reset.
that. Dude, I'm just gonna try to kill the
Wait,
Laura.
revive me.
You-
Revive me.
Revive you? Okay.
Yeah, revive me.
I was gonna
Yeah.
kill the Laura,
This is
but
great. No, look at all the provokes. And
Nice
now kill it.
provoke, okay.
Now kill it again. Ah!
Uh-oh. I
We
should
can
put
do
the hug on the Laura.
Dom,
No big deal.
slow.
I guess I
gonna
would have
get the
just gone
slow.
for Sean in that case.
Yes, 100% we would have.
Irresistible. Uh-oh, not good.
Ooh, nice.
Oh no, leave me
Beautiful.
alone, dude.
Here we go. Now the stuns. The stuns are coming.
Nice stuns.
On your side.
I'm even surprised they made it that far.
Do you
Oh,
want
to
to
kill
kill
Dominic? Maybe just
Who?
kill the Dominic.
the Dominic? Not
Yeah.
the branding? Okay, sure. Oh,
No,
stop.
because
Can
he
I
gets
greed?
stunned
Can I
immediately.
greed? Can I greed?
Read the branding.
Yeah, let's go. Proc. Oh,
Dude, that was
That's
really
how
greedy.
confident you guys are. You guys are that sure you guys will proc like that. You guys are
That
sick.
was way too greedy.
You guys are sick, man.
that's
we have
right.
to.
You
We
proc.
gotta
you see?
greed.
You
Okay,
proc.
I respect my proc. I deserve it.
That was not deserved. And you landed the bomb. That's disgusting.
Proc again.
That's disgusting. I love the
Um,
judgmental.
So Sierra
Oh,
dead.
misclick. I meant to hit. It doesn't matter. Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
we love the misclick. We need more. Evan.
I meant.
yeah,
I meant to.
more. Well, actually, we need a misclick from Thompson. Stoic. That's what we need.
Okay. Thompson, how was your day?
Hey,
Thompson, just wanted to say, you look very handsome right now. Do I kill?
Sean. Actually, we go on
Sean?
to Sean. Yeah, he's got Squallop.
Oof. Oh, 1 HP.
Finish him.
Kill?
I
Finish
can't,
him.
dude. I
Okay.
can't believe you didn't go for my dom. It's gonna be the
Nah,
death of you.
dude. Sorry, the Sean is more powerful. You got slow on yourself. Oh, nice.
No. I'll proc it. Don't worry.
I died. Do we
Build up,
kill which
build
one
up.
of the two?
The highest attack bar, middle.
Middle, yeah, I agree. Die. Let's go.
Look at that. Kill
Stun
the
the
Dom.
Dom
No,
or stun,
Thompson,
stun
what's
the
happening?
Giana? What about the Giana?
Giana has bomb. Giana has bomb.
Stun Giana or no?
Yep.
Dom.
Yep. Go for it. Giana.
Done.
Love it. Oh, baby.
Dom.
This is
hit
what
the
is it,
Dom. Hit the
branding?
Dom. Hit the Dom.
This is just branding for 2 turns. We can't
the
take
Giana
advantage
then.
of it.
Giana.
Seppi's so close to his camera.
hug your Dominic.
Will do.
Uh,
Slow right or slow left?
Slow.
Stoic.
Oh,
Slow
right.
Stoic.
Right.
Yes.
Slow Stoic. Yeah.
Yes.
No, dang it. That's the left, guys. You got the wrong side. Nice, bro.
You could kill. Ooh.
Ooh.
You just have to finish. You have to finish it off.
That or Misty?
The bear.
Ooh.
Okay,
You have to finish-
I'll do
They
the bear.
already used revive. That's fine.
Finish.
Do we go
have
Giana?
Everything Giana right now. Yep.
Kill,
And then
kill,
finish
kill.
Giana right here with a proc. With a proc. With a proc. Here we go.
The proc.
Clean up.
Run.
No! We got it, dude. Here comes the
One
script.
HP.
Oh, we
Oh,
did
he missed it. He missed it.
Kill.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's
Oh my god,
no.
refresh.
No. Chill.
Oh my
chill.
god, it's time to sack Thompson. Don't worry, I got this. I understand it now.
You understand?
I understand it now.
I gotta go
Let's
for
go,
the Chandra,
dude.
and we got a
Yeah,
crit. We
a second
crit.
skill
We
standard.
got
Yep,
crit.
second skill. Yep.
Oh,
Nice.
Definitely. Kill that thing. Kill that thing.
Attack
Okay.
Leave me
Giana.
alone.
Ooh, let's go. Nice, Stoic.
Finish?
I like this unit.
Finish.
Leave me alone.
Branding.
Okay, hold on. Check this out. I need it.
Proc Evan, you deserve a proc Evan.
Oh,
thank
deserve
you.
it. 1v1.
Oh, dude, I need to-
1v1.
You say Evan deserves a proc?
1v1. Kill it, Evan, so we can 1v1, dude. It's fair.
I'm gonna say
Get
it.
him. Second skill violent. Second skill violent.
I'm gonna skill 1 to give him a chance. It's
Don't
only
you
fair.
dare! Don't you dare! You. Oh my god.
Oh, finish him.
I can't believe this.
Ah.
That was awesome. That was awesome. What a great stream, you guys. I had so much fun. Thank you all for doing this today.
Good stuff.
It was great stuff. It was really fun reviewing the tournament, and it was cool that we got some time in to play some 2v2 at the end. And Seppi, it was great to have you back, man.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, guys. You guys were amazing. Not only at SWC, the casting was incredible. Everyone in the chat has said it. So yeah, really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, you guys
Thank you so
You guys were awesome. Stoic, what do you think of the finals looking back now, if you had to sum it up?
It was awesome. I'd have to say it's been a really, really good year for Summoners War. From America's Cup, European Cup, APAC, all the regions, and then going into Worlds. It's been a really good time for Summoners War. You know, we watched Les perform phenomenally over the years, and for him to, you know, obviously people expected the third time for him to win it again, but to see him, you know, struggle as much as he had to do. Players put less to work, and ultimately we got a new champion. So it's been a really good year for Summoners War.
They did. They really made him sweat. And Thompson, what'd you think of the first year looking back at the caster desk?
Oh, it was tough, man. I didn't know how hard you guys had it. Yeah, but I love being part of the team, and you guys are great. You guys are a great teammate for me, so I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Happy to have you on the team, dude. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you're watching in chat right now, stay tuned to the Summoners War channel. We got a new video coming out tomorrow. It's a beginner's guide to the advanced rune settings, and we have more spotlights on the way, too. If you're watching on Twitch, stay in chat. We're going to raid somebody. Bye, everyone. See you next time. Have a great weekend.
Small downside of having to opt to not use a skill with a cooldown instead. All I'm saying is it's good. It's getting complicated. It's a good skill. His second skill hits 2 times to strip 2 buffs on each hit and attempt to put the enemy on max cooldown. This skill feels amazing, and it feels equally awful when it misses. Damn, I really wrote a lot for skill 3. What was I doing? This is probably my 3rd cup of coffee speaking. Like, this is crazy. His skill 3, the one where he throws all the rocks at the kids on his lawn, it's an AoE and it hits 3 to 5 times, and it's gonna stun them, hopefully. But wait, that's not the exciting part. Actually, it's part of the exciting part. There's actually multiple exciting parts. After skill ups, they'll stun on a coin flip, and if they have any debuffs on